Okay, very good. All right, we are recalling to order the regular meeting of the Suffern Central School District Board of Education for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. May the record reflect that all board members are present except for Mr. Daryl Frazier. And we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, our next item is Student Board Member Report with Joy and Colonel Robbie in the boardroom with the microphone.
Oh, you did that. That was good.
This Monday, tryouts for winter sports began. Personally, I'm part of the indoor track and field team, and we had our first practice this week. Tomorrow is a countywide speech and debate tournament held at Suffern High School, and the Speech and Debate Club is running it.
So at Suffern High School, we have this thing called Mountie Pride, it stands for, I think, prepared, respectful, involved, determined, and enthusiastic. Did Cap get fired? So with Mountie Pride, we have these Mountie shout-outs where students can nominate other students or teachers if they did something nice or they're helping out, and they'll come at lunch, be called down to the office, and they'll get their award. Also to do with Mountie Pride, on Thursday is our Quarter 1 Mountie Pride Awards, which will be awarded by teachers to the students if they believe that they've shown proper aspects of Mountie Pride. And next week on Wednesday is the last day before Thanksgiving, so there's a lot of angst for that, but also the musical reveal will be at lunch in the auditorium. The directors put, I think, a lot of effort into making a nice movie. It's entertaining, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to reveal. And now we're moving into some stuff that happened in the other schools, middle school and the elementary schools. So last Monday, Sloatsburg Elementary was honoring Veterans Day. They hosted a school-wide assembly, which featured some of their local veterans and community members, and it was led by the second grade student council. The whole school listened to, dignitaries speak about the military, and the whole school sang "God Bless the USA." At Connor Elementary, they will run their first grade global citizenship project, which is called "'Tis the Season to Be Cozy." It's a drive from November 24th through December 5th. And you may remember that last year, their first grade global citizens held a pajama drive to support families in need across the county. And this year they've shifted their focus so more families can participate now. They'll be collecting new mittens and socks, and it'll be distributed through their Family Resource Center to RPC families in need, and depending on volume of donations, possibly to families across the whole district. They're also excited to announce the start of the Library Squad for second graders, which is a leadership opportunity which will help students develop responsibility, teamwork, and pride while helping to maintain a welcoming library. Under the direction of Miss Marsh, students rotate jobs assisting with book care, shelving by Dewey Decimal and alphabetical order, locating books, and decorating the library.
At Montebello Elementary School, to honor Veterans Day, they welcomed 4 veterans who were families from within the school community. They shared their personal experiences and reflections on military service. And these stories offered students a meaningful look into the values of courage, sacrifice, and service, and was a special and memorable day for all. Montebello Elementary School is extremely grateful for the lessons the veterans taught, as well as the time they served our country. Montebello is once again planning their Future Trailblazers Career Day event to provide students with the opportunity to learn about the world of work and the many jobs and passions available to them as they get older. The school is looking for parent and community volunteers to come to the event and share their passions with the students. The event will be on December 5th, 2025, and interested individuals should contact Principal Dr. Ivy. At Cherry Lane, third graders are currently working on their PBL project involving learning about hydroponics and using that system to grow lettuce. Once grown, these lettuce will be donated to the community food pantry, and early in the month, students went to the food pantry to learn about the organization and better understand the importance of their projects. At Suffern Middle School this Friday, the Second Leadership Academy will be hosted, where students will learn more about what it means to begin with the end in mind. In addition to teacher-led lessons, 7th and 8th graders will lead lessons for 6th graders as part of the work they do with the Lighthouse Ambassadors Club. The National Junior Honor Society just finished up their Socktober fundraiser. They collected 152 pairs of socks to donate to those in need this winter. Every pair will help bring warmth and comfort to someone who may not have socks during the cold months. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joy and Robbie. Since you are our first ex officio student board members who are obligated to deliver a comprehensive account of everything happening in the district, we really appreciate that detailed report because there's lots going on. It's a big responsibility. So thank you so much for that presentation tonight. Okay, we're going to move on to the minutes of the regular meeting of October 28th, 2025. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes? Okay, very good. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Mr. Donnelly, second. Mr. Andert, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, then we're going to move on to superintendent's comments.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. And I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving coming up. There's been a lot of great things going on in the Suffern Central School District. And I think about once or twice a year, we get the pleasure of hearing about great things going on in the Rockland BOCES district as well. And so our friendly face who keeps coming back to us to share the good work that's taking place at BOCES, Ms. Sandy Jeanette, is going to get up and say a few introductory words and then introduce the Rockland BOCES Assistant Superintendent for Student Services, Dr. DeTrano.
And then it go, thank you. I was following Dr. Gunderson's instructions. Well, thank you, Dr. Gunderson and the board and everyone else here. I'm very pleased to have served as the representative for the Suffern board since 2007. Hard to believe, but it's almost 20 years. But tonight it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Christine DeTrano, Rockland BOCES Assistant Superintendent for Special Services. And she's going to give us an update and an overview of a program called Flex Connect, a BOCES program that's new, which began in September of this year. So welcome, Christine.
Okay. Good evening. Is this good? Yes? Okay. So I'm happy to be here, Rockland BOCES. We love our partnership with Suffern, and we thank Suffern for everything. We have a lot of great partnerships. So last year, I'm going to start with coming out of COVID, actually. There was a group of students that across the county have not been back to school. And last year, all the components came together and said, we still have a group of students that have not been able to re-engage back into school due to mental health concerns and extreme school phobia. It's a very small number of students, but as we do at Rockland BOCES, when there's a need, and is there anything we can do to service these students, we put our heads together and we opened up a very, very small program because our goal is to have all our kids in school across Rockland. However, even with our specialized programs, we had students that districts have sent to us, but they haven't been able to come in our doors. So we knew we needed something in between, and that kind of grew out of the need of what we heard, and Flex Connect came to be. So the name of the program is Flex Connect because it's very flexible and it works on connecting students back into school. It's a bridge to re-engage our students back into school. It's only for high school students. And it's for students with IEPs that have significant mental health concerns. And we opened in September. It's really tailored. It's flexible. It's not a complete remote academy. It can be remote all to start, but then there's a hybrid that they can also come into our NIAC site at Riverview High School and do some work there, or we can re-engage them back into their high schools. The other piece of it is there's home visits. We have a social worker and a certified teacher that goes out and meets the student and the family in the house to welcome them back, to assess their needs, and to make a unified plan. So with this, we have academic services, we have mental health services, and we have wraparound services. And I'm proud to say, I'm a psychologist first, then a school administrator. And I was like, how do I deal with remote? I really feel like we need to get kids, like this is our time. And we were able to develop something very unique, that we have a mix. Some kids have already re-engaged and have showed up. These are kids that have been home for over 2 or 3 years, but having that connection with one adult that actually went to their house, greeted them, talked to their parents, have proved to be just something we're really proud of. And we have students from all our districts. It's very small. And the goal is to get them back engaged, but some kids may just need a few credits and they can leave high school graduating instead of not. And we know when kids graduate high school, it's better for everyone, for our community, for the families. And the families have been able to celebrate more some success instead of fighting every morning to get their student out of the bed to get to school. So there's an online curriculum. There's a teacher, a BOCES teacher that has office hours. They can come into the building. There's a lot of different components because it's flexible depending. It's not all remote. It's not all in person. And we're finding some success in that. So I don't know it's really the bridge to get kids back and to re-engage them. So we're really excited and we appreciate the support, and it goes through a student's IEP. It is referred by the district through their CSE. I don't know if anybody has questions.
Any questions from the board for Dr. Dr. DeTrano? No? Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Always good to see you.
Thank you, Sandy. I just want to reiterate the appreciation we have for Rockland BOCES, as Dr. DeTrano said. Whenever component districts, and Suffern Central is one of the components of Rockland Central, whenever districts have a need that more than one district may have, we partner together with Rockland BOCES, and Rockland BOCES does their magic and makes things happen. So we really appreciate it. And thanks for coming out and sharing the information on the new program that at least I think one of our students is taking advantage of right now. So thank you. A couple of other items that I'd like to address in our in the superintendent's report is I've handed out to all board members a quick 2-pager, one sheet, 2 pages. It gives an overall big picture of the strategic plan, our blueprint for excellence. For those of you in the audience here, there's a copy at the back wall if you want to pick one up as you walk out. We're using this 1-pager in my faculty meeting talks with staff about what the blueprint is all about. I'd highlighted the concept of the blueprint at our opening day, and then most recently now in faculty meetings, I'm going in with smaller groups of folks to talk a little bit more specifically about what this blueprint means for teachers' daily existence and how all the work that we do here in Suffern Central really should be tied back to the blueprint to make sure that we are on the right path moving forward. And of course, as the board knows and members of the community may know, our full blueprint is online on the main page of the website. Go down just a little bit and you'll see the information for the blueprint there that can give you the detailed action plans and all the details. But this gives you just a quick picture of what our mission, vision, core values, and our priority areas. And these are things that we are going to continue to talk about this year and next year, particularly with how we can promote rigorous teaching and learning, how can we expand learning beyond the classroom walls, and also how we can operate more efficiently and with a greater level of excellence. So that's there for the taking for anyone interested. Some really exciting news. We've been selected by New York school boards for them to highlight our forensics program at Suffern Central. So tomorrow there's going to be a film crew coming in from New York school boards, going into the forensics classrooms and videotaping and interviewing students and teachers and staff about how cool this program is and what it means for students. So something to look out for. And then this past weekend, boy, we had the Nourish Project a few weeks ago, which was just incredible. And RP Connor, a committee of teachers at RP Connor, taken it upon themselves for now months to collect clothing. And along with the staff at RP Connor, they joined up with students from the Nourish Project and students in the high school AVID program to just do an incredible clothing giveaway at RP Connor this past Saturday, where they had 138 families come to RP Connor to see what clothing was available for the taking. And I just want to commend not only our students, in particular our staff members who really stepped up and dedicated a lot of time, and thank the community members who donated clothing and the community members who came to take advantage of the opportunity. Just another beautiful example of how we're expanding learning outside the classroom and supporting our community. And as you know, in our mission statement, it's to create student-centered culture that encourages students to become the best versions of themselves while also contributing to their community. And this, again, is a great example of our teachers and administrators working with our students to make them the best versions of themselves as they give back to the community. Just a beautiful example. And this concludes my superintendent's report.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Jeanette, and thank you, Dr. Detrano, for being here as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday in the Journal News, they did a profile on the Nourish Project in the newspaper. I think I saw that. I think it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, and I think over the summer they profiled the forensics program. So nice to see Suffern getting some coverage of the great programs that are going on. We're now going to move on to our first session for public participation. This is on action items only. Action items are on our agenda tonight at 2.01 through 2.13. Is there anyone who is here to speak on an action item only? Okay, looks like not, so we're going to close that part of the meeting and move on to our action items. Before I ask for a consent agenda, is there any item that any board member would like to pull? No? Okay, very good. All right, do I have a motion for a consent agenda to approve action items 2.01 through 2.13? Mrs. Hodge, second. Mr. Shapiro, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, very well. Then we're going to move on to our second public participation section. This is on any district-related business. If you are here to speak about any district-related business, please approach the lectern. Please give us your name. Please do not mention anyone in the district by name, whether staff, student, or teacher. And please keep your remarks to 3 minutes. Is there anyone here to speak from the public? Yes, sir.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak. My name is Heshi J. I live in the beautiful village of Montebello. Moved there for quality of life and all the other beautiful things that we have here. It's really, really pretty. Very grateful. I have one little thing every morning at about 10 to 7 till about 7:30-ish, almost every morning. There's insane amounts of traffic on Viola Road coming up from Route 202. By Mile Road, it's bottlenecking. I need to drive at that time, and a bunch of other community members that's like the morning hours for us heading out to work. And it's every morning, really, really bad traffic. I've been going to another town some mornings in Montvale where it's a similar situation, and they have police officers there controlling the traffic, making sure that it doesn't affect the neighbors that live here and just want to enjoy this beautiful across the board and not have start the day off with this morning traffic anxiety. I moved out of Brooklyn to leave it there, and then it hit me here in Montebello. So I'm here to ask you and plead with you, whatever you can do to help us alleviate that. I know people, I've reached out to my town, my village, and local senators and other people, not knowing, they guided me all here. So I'm here tonight, and I was told that it's a fine room of people that care about this community very much. And please, if you can help us resolve that. I think a couple of traffic people just controlling there's so much space in there. I drove in there once. There's so much. It needs someone pushing the traffic. And then people coming, maybe traffic should stop that you can't make the turn coming down from Spook Rock. Because that also, like the cars that come from that side and they want to turn into the school. So basically it's a 2-lane road, and it's very, very inconvenient for everybody. So thank you so much. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, and looking forward to getting it resolved.
If I can just thank you very much for coming in and sharing that with us. If I can just emphasize that if you could put your name and telephone number on the, I don't know, Ms. Campbell, is there a
Sure.
sign-in sheet there? Just so we can get back in touch
I
with you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Yes.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who's here to speak tonight from the public? No? Okay, then we're going to close that portion of the meeting and move on to board member comments. Are there any board members with any comments tonight? No? Okay, very good. All right. Then we're going to move on to superintendent's closing comments.
I have no further comments. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Okay, very good. Then our next meeting is going to be our last meeting of 2025, which will be Tuesday, December 9th, right back here in Suffern. Hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're celebrating, and a wonderful 4 days of not eating turkey if you are not celebrating. And have a happy and healthy time away from school. We will see everyone back here in December. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Shapiro, second. And Mr. Donnelly, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, very well. See everyone back here December 9th.